Good evening. Welcome to the workshop session of the Mayor and City Council of the City of College Park. I'm Mayor Bianca Motley Broom. We have a quorum present with council members McKenzie, Karn, and Arnold. And so we will start the meeting at 6:08 p.m. I apologize for the delay. We had some technical difficulties, but the first item on the agenda is a discussion of wireless access. Is that right, Mr. Hicks? Yes.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. So I'm happy to report that we are finally going to get our Wi-Fi upgraded in all of our buildings and in some outdoor locations too. So I'm going to walk through the presentation. I have the company here. Nadia, would you come up, please? Nadia first. Nadia from TSA, her company walked every inch of all of our city-owned buildings to make sure that we had a proper heat map on where we're going to put all of the access points. So Councilwoman Arnold, your face is going to be delighted once you see what we're doing at Tracy Wyatt Rec Center and how we're going to actually pull that Wi-Fi all the way down to the pool. Councilwoman McKenzie, you're going to see what we're doing for Ward 1, Ward 2. Councilman Cohen and Mayor, you're going to be happy when you see the overall presentation. Jermaine, will you come up, please? I also have the company that we have partnered with. This is our firewall company, and one of the reasons why we wanted to partner with someone who knew our environment so that from a cybersecurity standpoint, we can better control who's accessing, who's on our Wi-Fi. We can expand the guest network. So I'll go through the presentation soon, and I have them stand here so if we have any questions about how many people can connect to the Wi-Fi, what kind of heat map that you guys do, these people are able to answer that. So one of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to modernize our Wi-Fi architecture. As you all know, we're getting more and more customer demands for Wi-Fi. Even here at City Hall, we have Wi-Fi access where our citizens are asking me, can we connect to the guest network in the lobby? We have our staff who are asking for Wi-Fi in our break room. So we want to make sure that we light up, particularly City Hall, with all of our Wi-Fi access. So we want to modernize that. Next slide. So wireless coverage detailed by each site. Next slide. So City Hall, on the lower area, as you can see, what we've done is we walk every inch of this building in City Hall. And the little dots that you see on your presentation is where we're going to put the access points. So every inch of City Hall on this first floor is now going to have access points, from HR to inspections to in the lobby, the mayor and council hallway. They're all going to be exhibited with Wi-Fi access now. Second slide. City Hall on the second level, as you can see, we're going from the break room, finance, IT, city manager's office, the conference room, all of that now is going to have Wi-Fi access. And TSA walked every inch of this building to make sure with a heat map to make sure we're going to have that covered. Next slide. Even the auditorium, we own the auditorium, and occasionally we ask, can we get Wi-Fi in our auditorium? As you can see, we've got two access points, one close to the stage, then the other one right where you see the chairs sitting. Next slide. Outdoor location, Badger Stadium. We want to put Wi-Fi in Badger Stadium because, as you know, there's so much going on around that track, around the football field. And so when the kids are practicing football or they're practicing track, we want the parents to be able to get on Wi-Fi, and we want to push them back to our website so they can see everything that's going on in the city. Next slide. Brady, outdoor. As you know, that Brady has a playground. Okay, and so when the parents are out there and their kids are playing on the playground, again, we want full connectivity from the staff, from the citizen. We want them to be able to access our Wi-Fi, and we want to push them back to our website. Next slide. Brady Recreation Center. As you look on your presentation there, you see that we got two access points inside of the gym right now, and then we've got three access points in the rear where we got the conference room. We're going to have Wi-Fi there. When you walk into the lobby, one Wi-Fi access point. And then at the very end of the hall, we put another access point. Again, we're trying to cover every inch of the building. Next slide. Conley Recreation Center. As you see, we've outfitted Conley very well Because one of the things that Michelle Johnson has repeatedly asked me, Mr. Hicks, we have to strengthen the Wi-Fi in our gymnastic area. Because when we have parents that are waiting outside where the kids are practicing, we want to be able to get them on the Wi-Fi so they can see what's going on in the city. They can get access to information. Next slide. Conley Outdoors. So we want to be able to outfit Wi-Fi outside of Conley, because there are some parents who sit in the car, right? We want to be able to get them on our Wi-Fi network, because now we can get real live analytics now on who's connecting, how long they're connecting. We can take that information and facilitate it back. Next slide. Fire Station 2 on Sullivan Road. As you can see, it's a small building, but we have outfitted Fire Station 2 with 2 access points that's going to cover that building. Next slide. Fire Station 3 on West Fayetteville Road. The bigger area you see back in the back, that's the bay where they park the fire truck, and then the 3 access points up front is going to cover the front lobby, and then the kitchen, and then the area where they have the bunk. So we have outfitted that. TSA, again, walked every inch of all of these buildings to make sure that we're going to have it covered. Next slide. The police precinct on Garby Road, we've also got it covered. Chief Rogers, we've got it covered on both ends of it. The bigger room in the back, and then once you walk in the front door, that's a smaller building, but we still got it covered. Next one. Our power and water, as you know, our power department and water and sewer are in the same building. We walked every inch of that building. You'll see the 3 Wi-Fi connections there. Public safety, upper level. Now, the actual access points here might be a bit overwhelming, but again, we wanted to make sure we had every corner of that building connected, all the way from the community room back to the chief office, the conference room, upstairs. When you first walk in the door, you'll see we got an access point in the lobby so that when someone's waiting on courts or when someone's waiting to pay a bill, they can get online and still have access. Next slide. Public safety lower level. All of those areas are covered with the exception of those areas where staff and citizens are certainly not allowed in. You won't see coverage in that gray area back there, and Chief knows exactly where the area is. Next. Outdoor, Councilwoman Honor, Tracy Wyatt. Outdoor, we've got coverage from the community, that community building that pushes Wi-Fi all the way out to the swimming area. So now when the parents take their kids swimming out at Tracy Wyatt, they can now sit by the pool and still have access to Wi-Fi from that community building right next door. Tracy Wyatt lower level, Councilwoman Honor, on that first floor, this is where we have the most complaints of all of our recreation centers. Like Ms. Six, we've got to get greater Wi-Fi coverage. If you look at the 2 big areas here, that's Gym A and Gym B, we got them covered. The actual lobby, the 2 conference room, and then the back area, we have it all covered. We made sure that we scoped Tracy Wyatt Rec Center with greater capacity. Next slide. The upper level, as you can see, we have the computer lab covered. There's a few offices up there, so we put an access point, and then the ones downstairs are going to actually bleed up top to give them coverage. Next slide. The train depot, we did not forget our train depot. So we put an access point on the train depot to make sure that whenever Ginger have meetings over there, our citizens, our staff can still connect. So that's sort of a robust look at all of the buildings that we own and some outdoor locations. Again, we partner with our firewall vendor because from a cybersecurity standpoint, we can better control these. And I want to bring up TSA because they walk every inch of the building. I'm asking for your support for this. This is not a budgeted item, but we've been talking about upgrading Wi-Fi for quite some time. And I'll take questions at this time. Thank you.
Are there questions? Councilmember McKenzie?
I don't have any questions, just a comment. Just want to thank you, Michael. This is really very much needed, and I am really excited because you know that when I do events, I'm always asking you for a Wi-Fi.
That's what.
And so now when we do our events, especially the outdoor events at our recreation facilities, we have the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
And I'm very excited about the depot as well. So I just want to, said no questions. I've already read my packet.
Yep.
Just want to say to all of you, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Councilmember Carn?
No questions, got all my questions answered. Michael Hicks,
Yes, sir.
City Manager, great job.
Thank you,
what
Dr.
we
Eve.
call progress. All right.
Councilmember Arnold.
No questions, thank you.
Councilmember Gay.
Mr. Hicks, I have two questions.
Yes, sir.
On the bill, I guess, quote, I don't see, Ward 4, any of the amenities in Ward 4. They omitted.
Yes, sir. So, I'm happy to report that we're finishing Wi-Fi in Ward 4 right now. I'm hoping that our contract is finished with the Wi-Fi that we're putting outdoors in Ward 4. And I talked to you today about we're gonna walk every inch of Ward 4 to make sure that we've got good coverage. Now, are you talking about a building in specific? What I did not do, Councilman Gay, is look at the small community center that you have. And if we want to put Wi-Fi in that building, we can go back and take a look at that.
I'm more concerned about getting Wi-Fi in my apartment community. A lot of people have smartphones, and they don't really need internet.
Okay.
It's particularly some of the places that you
Right.
propose. So for me, we can have a conversation later about trying to get Wi-Fi in
Yes,
my
sir.
apartment community.
Yes, you can email me that. With the mayor and council approval, I'd like to go back, city manager, and take a look at those apartment complexes to make sure we have those covered.
Mr.
Thank
Hicks, so all of these are on private property, on city property, though?
Yes.
Okay. So I understand the idea of trying to merge it with the technology we already have. Is there an issue in terms of putting this out to bid that we haven't done that?
Right.
And could you just talk a little
Yes,
bit about that?
I will. Thank you. One of the reasons why I did not put this out to bid, because again, Fortinet is our cybersecurity firewall vendor. And we're buying the devices from our firewall vendor that we can better control. And this is coming from the inside, our firewall. These guys manage our firewall, and we wanted to go with devices that we know was sure that we could protect.
Makes sense.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
On item number 2.
Yes, ma'am. Item number 2 is presentation of Waterline insurance coverage by HomeServe. It's sponsored by Council Member Roderick Gay.
Good evening. Thank you for having us here.
Evening.
My name is Ali Tomasic. I am your main point of contact for the SLWA Water and Sewer Service Line Program. And joining me is also Michael Orvitz, Director, and together we oversee the program for all of our municipal partners within the state of Georgia. Go to the next slide. So we wanted to provide you with an update on the program today. I know it's been a couple years now since we've probably provided you with an update. So just as a quick background on the program, if anyone is not super familiar with it, this program exists as an opportunity to educate homeowners on their responsibility to maintain their water and sewer lines on their property. As you might be familiar, a lot of times homeowners are not aware that these lines are actually on their property and part of their responsibility until something goes wrong. And typically when that happens, their first instinct is to contact the city and see what you can do about it. So we together started this program in 2020. And since then, we have been able to educate your homeowners primarily through direct mail campaigns. These go out periodically, typically 1 to 2 times a year. And we do have other opportunities that we can work with the city to bring awareness of the program, such as through digital media, print publications, any source that you're interested in. I'd be happy to work with a contact to talk about spreading awareness of this program once more. So as of today, wanted to share current stats on the program. There are 171 active customers in College Park. In total, there are 366 active policies. And so we've determined that's about 3% of eligible homeowners are enrolled in this coverage. Overall, since 2020, we have been able to service 214 total repairs, and that has totaled $113,552. And across those 214 repairs that we have completed, we have maintained an average customer satisfaction score of 4.8 out of 5 stars. So to give you a breakdown by plan, this program consists of 2 core coverages, which are for the external water line and the external sewer line, both of which have nearly identical coverage. They both cover up to $8,500 on a per incident basis. These coverages don't have any annual limit, and there's no sort of service fee or deductibles of any sort, aside from the regular monthly or annual fee that the customer would pay for the policy. And there is one additional coverage. It is for in-home plumbing. This coverage will cover any of the interior lines, so for their water, sewer, drain lines. It's really complementary to the core products. And so to give you a breakdown of the plans by coverage product, the Waterline coverage, there are currently 149 active policies. To date, we have serviced 24 total claims, totaling $19,194. For the sewer line coverage, there are 158 active policies today. We have serviced 101 total claims, and those have totaled $62,850. And then for the in-home plumbing coverage, just wanted to point out this coverage is since it's not part of the core program, it's not part of our typical campaigns that we send out where we educate the residents, but anyone who chooses to learn more about the program by visiting our website or calling in our customer service line has the opportunity to enroll in this one. And there are currently 59 active policies. We have serviced 89 total claims, and those have totaled $31,508. So, as you can see, this program has been a success since it started in 2020, and because of that, we wanted to introduce another program. It is called Serveline. This program is a leak protection program. And I think Michael was going to start off, but I'm not sure.
Mayor, Councilwoman. We apologize in the sense that some of you may know Jenna Hazlett, who is our Serveline expert. I believe some of you met her before. We were going to get into a little bit more of the nitty gritty on this and talk more Q&A, and at the last minute, she and her son both got COVID. Oh, wow. And we did not want to bring her anywhere you find folks. And so while our initial intent and we were going to be brief, was to talk a little bit more about Serveline and what it does in the leak protection, which is the piggyback of the lateral line program. We are not the absolute experts on that, and so we also don't want to waste your time. So what we are asking you is, could we come back to the table at another date with a proposal where we will be able to have that dialogue together to talk specifics, Q&A, all of those things to basically address leak adjustments in College Park for your residents?
Yeah.
Are you
I'm fine
finished?
with it, yeah.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean,
Okay.
we could go through, we have additional slides, and
Yeah,
we would love to
you
go
do.
through them, but I fear you would have questions and good ones, and I don't want to answer you a million times with, we'll get back to you, we'll get back to you.
All right,
So,
well, fair enough. Based
Yeah,
on what
but-
you presented, any questions? Councilmember McKenzie? Was that a no? I'm sorry.
Oh, I checked mine, no.
Okay. Councilmember Carn?
No questions.
Councilmember Arnold?
No questions.
Councilmember Gay?
No questions, but since you are here,
yes.
we currently have this active now with our with the sewer and water line. That's
Yes,
current.
and the internal plumbing and draining, yes, sir. Yes, Councilman.
Okay, and we need to also figure out how to better inform our residents, right, about this coverage.
Yes, by all means. We can tailor anything ourselves or what you would like to do as well, whether it's web, phone, social media. We have all of those things, and we try to offer them to you and your staff on a silver plowder to say, you know, you don't have to create anything, we will do it all if you can just help us execute it, whether that be on your social pages, additional direct mailers, whatever you feel is comfortable for the city, but we have many different levers we can pull to get the word out there and to educate residents.
Well, I just want to say it's really an important coverage to have, particularly where I represent a large percentage of elderly homeowners, and one with all of the oak, pine trees, you know, one repair could be $8,000–9,000.
Yes, sir.
And one thing we notice is there's no continuity to pricing. One contractor may charge this, another one may charge that. So to have, I think y'all have a preferred list as well as contractors?
We do, yes. We keep the dollars in the local community as much as we can.
Yeah, so this is smart. Thank you for your time, and hopefully the city manager can get y'all back on our next agenda.
We appreciate it, and again, we apologize for it. It was last minute, but we didn't want to risk anything. We are very confident in the fact that the program has been a success. We would love to get that penetration rate higher than 3% to get that word out there. But typically, in conclusion, over the years, people have asked our company, it's great that you fixed the water line and the sewer line, but if that water line breaks and your resident has a water bill and it goes up, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, can you do anything about that? You can fix the line, but can you fix the leak? Our answer has traditionally been no, and that answer is now yes, we can. We have recently signed up, as of a month ago, East Point, Fairburn, Union City with Mayor Vince Williams has it, so we're eager to bring this to you, but with an expert on hand to make best use of your time.
Good deal. Well, I'm part of that 3% that has signed up, and
Then you're our hero.
appreciate the service that you bring to the community.
Thank you, Mayor.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. And we'll see everybody at 7:30 for the regular meeting.
Thank you very much.